Welcome to another episode of the Apocalypse. When there is talk of annexing your neighbors, even the rubes should worry. Trust me. I am your guide through the apocalypse. Nicholas, let us begin. Okay, people, I did a video the other day. I know Nick's crazy. He's a drama queen. He's exaggerating. Hitler this. Donnie's never going to leave. He wants to take Canada. Vlad wants Canada. Thale wants Canada. Musk wants Canada. Everybody wants fucking Canada. Right? Nick's crazy. He's a drama queen, right? Of course I am. Of course I am. You must be right. I must be wrong. Now, I said the other day that Mr. Trudeau came down to Florida to see Donnie Shitbags because Donnie Shitbags is an adjudicated criminal, a convicted felon, rapist, defamer, fraud. He's not allowed to travel to Canada. Who you voted for, the convicted felon, that guy? As you judge other people and tell them how to live? And what's good and what's bad and what's right and what's wrong and what's good and what's evil, right? That's what you teach your children. Yet you don't live it, son. Yet you don't live it. You vote for the rapist, the convicted felon. What are you going to tell your kids after that? Well, sometimes, you got to side with the rapist. You can tell your children that? Of course you will. You'll think of something, I'm sure. Some mental backflip to make it all okay in your world. But it won't be all okay in your world or mine. Because you have voted for the apocalypse. And you gave your country away. But back to what I was saying. Donnie, Vlad, Thale, they all want Canada. Putin, remember Trudeau came down, Donnie made a joke. Hey, maybe Canada could be the 51st state. I don't know. Justin. And Trudeau's just like, you better take that seriously, son. Better take that seriously. This ain't a joke. This ain't a game. I know all the rubes thought it was a game. All the oligarchs, all the CEOs, they all thought it was a game. And then one of them got gunned down by a MAGA cultist. All wise, all knowing, right? I don't know what I'm talking about, right? Okay. Maybe we can ask the CEO of the healthcare company if Nick knows what he's talking about. Oh, that's right, a MAGA cultist killed him who loves Peter Thale and Musk and the whole thing, who had a startup from his mommy's garage. $8,000 in cash on him. I assume he got that from his parents who have money and are conservative. Anyway, so Trudeau just kind of laughed it off. And I told you people, Donnie's an old dementia-ridden thug, not an old dementia-ridden man. And when he says things like that to people, he's telling you something. He's saying, hey, we want Canada. You going to give it to us? Like America gave us America? Or we got to do this the hard way? Wink, wink. That's what Donnie, the dementia-ridden, load of shit in his diaper thug was saying to Mr. Trudeau. And I tried to convey the message to you good people. All three of you. Vlad really wants Canada. I explained why, all the different reasons, all the things I've seen and I've noticed regarding Canada. Canadian influencers taking that Russian money. Things like that I noticed. I also noticed this gentleman who I posted in the community section, who's from Canada, talks about Canadian politics. Basically pointing out who the cultists are. And here he is again pointing it out. But all he did really today was post something that Donnie wrote on Truth Social. And when I first saw it, when Drama Queen Nick first saw it, because he can't be right? Of course I can't. Everybody else is right. Right? I see a comment, a Trump Truth Social post, money laundering operation. And I say this can't be real. This is one of them over-the-top comments where Donnie just admits everything. As a joke, someone wrote it up. You know what I mean? Nah, we go over to the money laundering operation, and there it is, right on his page. So, let's see if Nick's indeed a drama queen, or there may be something to this Canada thing. Let's see. Gentleman from Canada, he's up on politics across the world. He's always talking about it. I see his posts from time to time. I like what he says most of the time. So here's Donnie's statement, and then I'll read the gentleman's comment about it, who knows more about Canadian politics than me. He lives there. So Donnie Shitbag says, "It was a pleasure to have dinner the other night with Governor Justin Trudeau of the great state of Canada. I look forward to seeing the governor again soon so that we may continue our in-depth talks on tariffs and trade, the results of which will be truly spectacular for all." DJT. No, they won't be spectacular for all. They'll be spectacular for the federal government who's collecting all the money. You're going to pay for it. Rubes. Thanks, Rubes. Farmers, you want to thank the Rubes too? When you lose your trading partners again? Anyway, you'll just put your hand out for another socialist handout that you hate, right? You won't take it on principle, though, I'm sure. Anyway, so what is he doing here? He's calling the president or prime minister of a country governor, as if, yeah, I own you, you're our territory, you're nothing. Which I find interesting. That's a huge insult, by the way, of decorum. And since Donnie thinks Trudeau's only a governor and kind of laughs at him being president and just wants to annex his territory, I guess Justin should have been laughing at him the 4 years Donnie was pretending to be president from Mar-a-Lago, right? Pretending, putting presidential seals on things, because the grift has to keep going. Even the tools of the grift from the White House, it all has to keep going. Even when Donnie's not president, he just pretends. So this is disgusting. This is basically Donnie, Musk, Thale, Putin, all of them, the whole oligarch mob, and Donnie saying to Canada, we're going to take you. We've already infiltrated you, and we're going to take you. Do you want to do it the easy or the hard way? He's not hiding it here. He's calling him Governor Trudeau. Anyway, let me read what the gentleman said about this. That posted it. This isn't a shot at Trudeau. This is the beginning of Elon's attempted annexation of Canada. Not just Elon. And I didn't learn this from this man. The second Donnie made the joke to Trudeau, I knew what that meant. I know Donnie's mob speak very well. I've studied it extensively. So Elon's annexation of Canada. He already got America thanks to you, Rubes. Thanks, Rubes. Pierre Poilievre. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Poilievre. As PM is part of the strategy, kids. He wants to sell Canada to his authoritarian American friends, and he will. Yeah, not just the American friends. Russian friends. Saudi friends. All kind of friends. None of the friends like democracy. They all want the entire world to be third world, banana republic, where they just sit at the top of it, above all the chaos, and just reap dump trucks full of cash a second. That's oligarch utopia. That's what they want. And they want us all to sit back while they do this. Unfortunately, 30% of this country doesn't care about their country, and they gave it away for whatever reason. Too late. Canada, it's not too late yet, but you better take this fucking seriously. What does this also indicate? Donnie doesn't intend on leaving. Donnie thinks he's emperor now. I've said this in past videos recently. I know you thought I was a drama queen, right? Does this sound like a man that plans on leaving? Did he leave last time? No, he had to be thrown out. He had to be fired, and then he had to be thrown out. Because his little coup didn't work. People like Hannity were calling him up like, my God, what are you doing to us, man? We'll be ruined forever. You have to stop this. Not that he cares about America, Hannity. He cares about the future of Fox News and his job and the right-wing grift/terror machine being taken seriously by rubes. That's what Hannity cares about. So that's why Hannity was on the phone on J6 to Donnie Shitbags. Please end this. Or, Fox hosts, multiple, are texting Donnie. Someone needs to talk. Texting Donnie's kids. Texting Mark Meadows. Please get him to stop this. You're ruining our grift forever. We'll never be taken seriously again because of what you're doing right now. That's all they cared about, not America, son. They never cared about America. Ever. Not for 1 second. That's the only reason Donnie stopped it. That's the only reason he left the White House. It's because his own people were calling him part of the grift terror machine all across the country and calling his family members and everyone around. Please get him to stop this. You're ruining us. Not for America. For them, they did that. So this is a very clear indication of what I've been saying since 2015. This guy never intends to leave. He thinks he's emperor now. He has no reason to leave. All he has in the future is prosecutions. Again, we have a group of oligarchs and thugs that own our country now, and they are seriously eyeing Canada to the point the future dictator, who never intends to leave, is calling the Prime Minister of Canada, or President of Canada, the governor of the 51st state, the great state of Canada. How dare this orange-faced, diapered, stank-ass conman say this? Who the fuck is he? But a daddy's boy who was born rich, who never threw a punch in his life. Always had someone else do it. Pathetic. Disgusting. And anyway, MAGA, let me ask you rubes out there. Do you think annexation of Canada would be a good thing? Not for you. Just like Vlad likes to annex all the territories by him. They're never a good thing for the people. They're just a good thing for Vlad. He gets his hand on more resources and territory and money to steal. That's all. And that's the plan for Canada. Hey, they're about to loot America. Why not just loot the whole thing in one shot? We can move on to, working on Romania again, or somewhere in South Korea or somewhere else. There's two other names in history. One in modern history. One, getting close on 100 years ago almost. The name in modern history who loves to annex his neighbors, make jokes about it, do it, start wars. Involved in a war right now in Ukraine, Vlad Putin. Loves to annex his neighbors, loves it all day. It's what he does. There was another guy who annexed all his neighbors through force. 1939, Adolf Hitler. He was another guy that was all about annexation, talking about it all the time, warning world leaders, hey, I'm coming for your country. You gonna give it, or do I have to take it? I know rubes want a dictator. They need a dictator. They're weak-minded people, and they've been utterly brainwashed, and they're not smart enough to see through it. They want a dictator. I know the CEOs and the oligarchs. They want to use a dictator, and they all think they're going to be the one running things and getting all the spoils. That's not how it works. How many of Hitler's own staff did he execute? How many rich people did he execute that crossed him? I wonder what that number is. How many of Vlad's own generals and oligarch buddies did he execute? How many did Kim Jong-un execute? Staff, oligarch friends, etc. People he loved one day, getting the guillotine the next, or being fed to lions, whatever the fuck they do over there. I know, MAGA, you think this is a good thing, and the rubes out there, the executive CEOs. Don't worry about it. Only one CEO got killed so far. We're good. We'll be all right. You know, we got a few annexation jokes. That's just talk. We'll be fine. Tariffs, chaos, we'll be fine. It's not that bad yet. I wish I wasn't in a world where so many think they are wise or portray that. Daily, I have to watch it on television. Executives with $8,000 suits portraying wisdom when they are not but a greed machine. And people see wisdom when they see an expensive suit. I haven't seen it yet, son. I'm still waiting for it. Again, you may think right now, rubes, CEOs, oligarchs, that you have made the wise choice for your own self-interest and benefit. But when you have talk of annexation, etc., that is straight up dictator talk. We never had presidents before making jokes about annexing our neighbors until the orange-faced con man came on the scene. All of a sudden, we talking about we're going to tell Mexico what to do. We're going to tell Canada what to do. We're going to annex it. That's dictator talk. And it ain't subtle. He ain't being subtle here. I don't recall presidents making jokes to Canadian prime ministers when they come to visit or to have a meeting about annexation. Even the most hardcore conservatives that I despise, like, George Bush Sr., George Bush Jr., Reagan, they weren't making annexation jokes. They didn't have an oligarch roommate and their wife's nowhere to be fucking found. Not a one of them. Nancy Reagan was there all the time. George Bush Jr.'s wife was there all the time. George Bush Sr.'s wife was there, all the time. Here we got this orange-faced con man who's making straight-up threats of annexation on behalf of Musk, Thale, etc., and himself because he thinks he's emperor. And Thale and Musk are just, let Donnie just walk around thinking he's emperor. We got it. Vance, same thing. Putin, same thing. Problem is, once he takes a seat, he'll really be emperor. The fuck you people gonna do then? We'll see. We'll see. Ain't gonna go how you think it's gonna go. Oh no. Donnie's a beast, I told you. So again, I don't remember any other conservative presidents' wives never being around and having a 57-year-old oligarch roommate, richest man in the world, over their shoulder every second, everywhere they go, to the point the new emperor has to tell the oligarch roommate, hey kid, you can't sit there. That's for Macron. Sorry. Go sit at the kiddie table. And I don't remember any of them making annexation jokes. I know, Rubes. You don't even realize what you've done. I know. That's unfortunate for the rest of us. That 30% just gave it away to an oligarch mob who now wants Canada. And again, they didn't have to buy America. All they had to do was buy Donnie Shitbags, this person you think is so great. For you, your family, your religion, or whatever. The rapist, the convicted felon, that guy. Straight up dictator talk. But that's what happens when you give a person who tried to overthrow the government the keys to the bank again. Why is he going to tamp it down? Why is he going to care about the next election? Why should he? You people don't care. Why should he care? He knows he ain't going to face any consequences from anyone, anywhere. What's to stop him? Why should he stop? This insatiable beast. No one wants to stop him that has the authority to. Why should he? And the Rubes vote for again. I imagine that night when Donnie won, because they were all running scared. They thought they were going to lose this thing. Everyone thought they were going to lose this thing. Everyone. Even the cultists could see the writing on the wall. I have a feeling Donnie was real surprised he won again. And I had a feeling he said to himself, wow, they gave it back to me. My God, they're so stupid. My God, they're so pathetic. They're so easy to con. They fucking deserve it. That's Donnie Shitbags. And you know why I can say that with confidence? Because I know him way better than you, son. Way better. And I'm not talking about you're blinded by the love of conservatism or GOP politics or whatever he represents to you. I'm talking about actual reality, what he actually is, what he's actually done, what he's actually said. And what he's actually done and said repeatedly is talk about annexing Canada. Okay, let me end this thing. I think I said enough. Are you sufficiently horrified yet? I am. So let's end this thing. You thought it was a game? It's not. You think I'm a drama queen? I'm not. You think I say this for fun? You think I want to talk to Rubes every day? And break it down? No, I'm just trying to guide the 3 or 4 good people that need a little help through this, that are a little worried, a little scared. That's what I'm here for. I already tried to warn the masses. I failed, and so did everyone else. Now I'm just trying to make it a little easier for a few people. At least they'll understand what's going on. Maybe it'll help in some way. I don't know. Until I get taken. When an American president is talking annexation, we got a real big problem. When he has an oligarch roommate following him around and living with him, and his wife is nowhere to be found, we got a real big problem. It's gonna get ugly. And class, what do we say when the Rubes do something nice for us? Thanks, Rubes! Until the next episode of The Apocalypse, have a wonderful fucking day.